Morning students. So in the last video we studied about equality, the soul of democracy. We studied about caste discrimination, economic discrimination, educational backwardness. Now the fourth inequality, that is gender discrimination. Gender, we know that man, woman, boy, girl, this is known as gender. Now we see that in India there is a great discrimination as related to gender. When it compared to men and women, both are doing the same job. They are doing the same type of job, but the men are getting more salary and women are getting less salary. This is a type of what? Gender discrimination. We have to take out page number 144. Okay. This gender discrimination is just not now. It is existing from a very long time back also. In earlier time also, the girls, they were not allowed to go to school. They has to remain at home. Only boys were allowed to go to school. So this is also a type of discrimination, and this discrimination is keep on coming from generation to generation. Nowadays it has become less, but still there is gender discrimination. Girls' education since early time have been highly neglected in India. Today also you can see that in villages, many villages, backward villages, you can see that girls are still staying at home. They are doing home job, working at home, helping her mother, but boys are going to school. And girls, if they are going to school also, till a limit only they are allowed to study. After that, they are kept at home. They are not allowed for going for higher education or going to city for higher education or better education. No. This is a type of gender discrimination. Now, there have been considered a burden on the family, and therefore they are missed out on getting proper nutrients and upbringing. Now, there is a thinking in our society. What is that thinking? Yes, the girls, many parents, I am not saying all, many parents are saying that it's a burden for them. What do they think? After birth of a girl child, what they started? At that time only they started thinking about her future. That she will get married and she will go to other house. For that we have to just save money for her marriage and also. So they keep on thinking, this is a mentality in our society. They keep thinking that this girl is a burden for us, because after a period of time she have to leave the house and go to another house. Now with this comes to end. Now types of equality. There are different types of equality. First, we study about the political equality. Political equality refers to the condition when all the people are equal before the government of a country. Now, what is political equality? Political equality just means that all are equal. All are equal in front of the government. Government cannot favor anyone. Or you cannot say that government will have to favor rich people only. Government prefer only the person belonging to a particular religion. No, all are equal. Political equality means all are equal in front of law as well as in front of government. India being a democratic country provides an equal caste right to cast all vote. So India, in the last video also I told what is democratic country? The country where the government is elected by the people. So India, the political equality is given that every citizen of India has the right to vote, but there are some conditions. I will tell you about different conditions which are there should be there for casting the vote. Now, whether he is a rich, poor, educated, uneducated, belong to a particular caste, particular religion, no. Everyone has the right to vote, and every vote has the same value. It's not that they give rich people, their vote has more value than the vote of a poor people. No. Everyone's vote has the same value. So in India, political equality is given how? Like that everyone can cast their vote to form the government, and it is not that only particular religion you have only for particular caste or rich or poor. There is no difference. All are equal. Everyone has the right to vote. So this is known as universal adult franchise. We will study about this later on in the chapter. It is the topic is there, universal adult franchise. The casting of the vote, right to cast a vote is known as universal adult franchise. Now, who has the right to vote? Right to vote, that means I have told everyone has the right to vote, but the condition is that a person age should be 18 years. Below 18 years, he has no right to vote because he is still a child. After 18, he matures himself. A person who has the right to vote should be of 18 years, he should be a citizen of India, and his name should be there in the voter list. These are the conditions that is necessary for casting the vote. Now, political equality, one of same thing. One example I can give that when we are casting the vote, have you ever seen a polling booth? Polling booth is a place when during election people go and cast their vote. You will not find any separate line for different people. No, all the people are standing in the same line. All the people are standing in same line for casting their vote. Whether he is rich or poor, he has to stand in not. It's not that he is from higher caste here. There should be a separate line for them. Yes, separate line sometimes are there for girls and women and men. There are lines, but according to religion or according to their living standard, no separate lines are there. Everyone has to stand in a single queue. Queue for one for ladies and one for gents. So this is all political equality. And political equality is that everyone can cast their vote and can choose his own candidate. It is not bounded that he has to give a vote to a particular person only. No. And that voting is done is secretly. No one can see to whom he has casted the vote. So it is a secret ballot. No one is able to see that this person or anyone who has casted a vote has given the vote to which candidate. No one knows. So this is a secret ballot, and he has the right to elect his candidate of his choice. Second comes economic equality. What is economic equality? Now India, there's a great difference in real sense. If we want to say that, there's a great difference in economic equality. Economic equality means that is related to money or living standard. That means all the necessities that every person needs, like food, water, shelter, clothing. All these are different necessities of a human being. We don't find equality in a real sense. Economic equality is not found in a real sense in India. You can see many rich people and you can see very poor people. Economic equality means all the people have equal access to the available resources to fulfill their daily needs. Economic equality means everyone that has resources, the resources are available, and that resource is available to all the person equally, not to some particular person only, and not that access to some other person it is not accessible to the other person. So that is inequality. Economic equality means the resources that are available, it is available to all the person equally. When we look around, we notice that most of the people in our country are living below the poverty line. What do you mean by poverty line? Poverty line means Garibi Rekha. Garibi Rekha. Most of the people, at least you can say that half of the population of India, it's below the poverty, means Garibi is niche rekha. They don't have enough money. They don't have enough economic standard, living standard. They don't have even money to buy a food, get a food for the first time or one time a day. So there is a great economic inequality in India. They don't have enough money to fulfill their daily needs. People are doing merchant job through which they have very small income. So they cannot, because inequality is there. They don't have equal jobs. They do not. If they are having jobs, their job is very small job that getting very less income. And by this very less income, they are unable to fulfill their needs and everything. Now there's a small story. Sushila lives in a slum and has a train behind her house. Hello, this telling about a story about a lady named Sushila. Slum, chunki jहाँ बोलते ना, many small houses or simple temporary houses are made, and that also in cluster में तो झुंड में, and just by her house a drain is flowing, एक नाला, गंदे पानी का जो नाला होता है, it is flowing just near her house. Now she is doing some simple job, small job. She is not having much income. So what happens? Her daughter, she fell ill. Now she don't have enough money to take her daughter to the doctor because she is doing a small job and she is getting very less income. So she has not enough money to take her daughter to a doctor. For that, she has to borrow money. Borrow money from whom? Where she is working. And by getting little bit of money, she takes a doctor. Which doctor? To a small clinic where the doctor must be taking less money also. And in small, if a hospital is small, a doctor in a small clinic is taking her daughter to a small clinic. What happens? There's a lot of people and she has to stand in queues. But this does not happen with a rich person. Same condition, if a daughter of a rich person falls sick, he has enough money to take her daughter to a very big hospital where he can get her daughter best treatment. But that is not the case with Sushila, because she is having no money at all, and that also whatever she has taken her daughter to a doctor, she had very little money. That also she borrowed from her owner where she is working, and she has to go to a small clinic. There's a long queue. She has to wait for her turn. So this is all inequality. That is inequality that is prevalent in our society. You can see many rich people. There are a lot of all the best thing in the world with them, and there are poor people. They don't have enough money to get one-time food for themselves or small good clothing for them or to fulfill their needs. With this, we come to end. And last, economic social equality, we will complete in the next video. If you have any problem, you can ask me. Just WhatsApp me and just buy the books, because now we have to go through the books, because on the board we can't write anything, everything. So you have to buy the books, and you also have to read along with me, and I will explain you everything. Okay? Then